Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the We Argue podcast times two. Uh, we are here today with a little update video. As you guys probably have seen already, there's a lot of NBA talk going on right now. A lot of great series have passed, and we're currently in the midst of. I know it's kind of misleading with it being 2-0 for each conference final, but leading up to it, there's a lot of stuff that went down, and a lot of teams that got knocked out that we didn't expect. But Miko, what do you think so far? How's your day going? How's everything going with you?
You know what I'm saying? My day's been going great. You know what I'm saying? I just went down to Roseman, you know what I'm saying, with the coaches and saw game two of the Knicks versus the Pacers.
Okay,
It was
okay,
a dope game. You know what I'm
it
saying?
was.
Pascal Siakam really did his thing tonight. We'll
Yeah,
get to that a little later.
40 points, 39 points,
39 points.
39 points. Not bad, not bad,
39.
not bad.
Yeah, he was taking it to him. You know what I'm saying? No homo.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started here, gentlemen. By the way, everybody, Miko and I have a bone to pick with Mr. Levon Pratt here. Um, he did not join today, and he's been begging and asking for it. Very
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate, but we live and you learn.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the check might get bounced now, but nothing really much we could do about that. But other than that, we're gonna go ahead and talk our talk and go through this bracket here, Miko. So let's just start off with the West here. Let's start off with the first sweep of the West here. We had the
Mm-hmm.
Thunder and the Grizzlies. Really no surprise, in my opinion. The Thunder are just overall a juggernaut in the West, and I see them. I don't really win it at all. Just kind of how we went over our brackets. I thought the Grizzlies might be able to steal one, but it really never transpired into anything. They had a couple of good runs, but you just can't stop that. And the now MVP, the now 2025 MVP, SGA, and the sporting cast that he had. I expected a little bit more from what's the homie's name? John
John
Morant.
Morant.
John Morant.
Yeah.
But I did see he got hurt in a couple of the games, but that's not really his fault. He's obviously high flyer, running around, trying to get some stuff going, trying to dunk on you, trying to disrespect you and stuff like that. So an injury doesn't really shock me. That happens once or twice with him, but I expected a little bit more from him. He is the superstar of that team, but overall, the Thunder are just on a whole different league. So that's what I thought of that series there, Miko. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. I personally think I had this at 4-2 when we first did our predictions. Of course, Thunder to winning, but yeah, seeing this be an actual sweep, I was not expecting that. It clearly showed how well developed that the Thunder was during this series. Ja Morant definitely got some work to do. Like you said that, you know what I'm saying, injuries is not up to that player. I beg to differ. The way Ja Morant plays, he's bound to get injured sooner or later. So Anthony Edwards was going on that type of route, and then he learned how to, you know what I'm saying, use his footwork, and he got better at that. So you know what I'm saying. Now he's a jump shooter damn near. He's shooting like the most threes in the league, I assume, right next to Steph. So this, yeah, this shouldn't. I felt like it shouldn't have been a 4-0 sweep, but hey, here we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a setback, I would say. It was something that I don't know, like we all saw really coming, but they had a couple of good runs, like I mentioned before, dude, like where it was like, oh, dude, they're like right now, like they were on a roll. If you could see the highlights, 23,
Yeah.
31, like they were scoring points, but I don't know, it's just
Well,
this
it's
OKC
something.
team, is just a team that realistically can make the comebacks. Really, that's the best way I could explain it. Like they're built to like pretty much come back from a lead like this. I don't know. It's like weird. Like it's strange to me. Like, but that's just how I see it.
Yeah. So last year, you know what I'm saying, they didn't have Alex Caruso on the team, so
It did
Lou
not.
Dort was doing most of the defensive assignments. This year, they got Alex Caruso, and he's been guarding lately. You know what I'm
Everybody.
saying? You see him guarding Ja Morant in this series, and then you know what I'm saying, they play Denver. He's guarding
Jokic at
Jokic.
times.
Yeah, Jokic at certain times. It was a crazy defensive scheme that they had, and that's a testament to the Thunder organization, upper management. You know what I'm saying? Getting the right guys in to buy into their system.
100%, Miko. I definitely agree with you. It's this team is just. I think it took a while to build, but I think they got all the pieces they need. They needed. The master plan has come together. If we were talking Philadelphia talk, you would say, I'm assuming, what was it, the process?
Yeah.
The process has succeeded in OKC. It has never succeeded in Philadelphia. Sorry, 76ers fans. If you're out there, if you're listening, sorry about that. But
Boo.
yeah,
You're
but
not listening.
but
We ain't working
once again,
together.
Miko, just kind of like throwing a little bit more. As you can see, I mean, they were up by 20 something in game one. Like they should have been a dub if they would have just kept it rolling, kept it going. They should have won this game. But I mean, at the end of the day, is only so much. Or sorry, this is game three. They should have won at least one game, at least in my opinion. But other than that, do you have any other thoughts on this, Miko? I think it was pretty clear cut who was going to really
This
win that
was
series. So
this was definitely clear cut, but you know what I'm saying? The Thunder are a second half team. They've been a second half team the whole regular season, and it kind of transferred over pretty well into the playoffs. So you play well against them in the first half. Just expect them to make their adjustments and you know what I'm saying, come out firing in the second half. And they've been showing that all playoffs.
yeah, 100%. I think it's definitely them firing off and making sure that they're known around here. But other than that, let's move on to the next one here, Miko. This was an interesting one. We had the Nuggets versus the Clippers. Shout out to Levon. He wanted the LA to pull through, but obviously they did not. As like I told him,
No,
the Nuggets are a different animals. But try telling someone that. Try telling someone that. Try telling them that the Nuggets are actually a real deal. But he's an LA boy. I can't really knock him for it. Sorry, Miko. I'm trying to make this a little less brighter. So,
no, it's
uh,
all good.
but yeah.
I'll
So
go ahead and talk while you work that.
you say what?
I said I'll go ahead and talk while you work that.
Yeah, go ahead. So what did you think, Miko?
Yeah.
What
So
were your thoughts on that?
I felt like this was a dope series. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Murray, once again, he showed his dominance in the playoffs. Uh Kawhi Leonard, you know what I'm saying, coming off the injury that he had during the Olympics and you know what I'm saying, transferring over to the regular season and he pretty much didn't play most of the regular season. So it was good to see him come back in the playoffs and like actually dominate. But James Harden, bro, my nigga, you got to get back, my nigga. I don't know what it is with you in these playoffs, but when it comes to a game 7, you just disappear, bro. I don't know what you need to punch somebody, do a Draymond Green or something. You got to figure it out. So just on that note, though, you know what I'm saying? Jokic played out of his mind. Uh, we're going to talk about this later. I feel like he probably should have won the MVP race, but you know what I'm saying.
Very
That's a
controversial
whole
there.
nother talk for a whole nother day. That's not controversial actually.
I mean,
He has way better numbers on a not so better team. So if you think of an MVP race as uh, a singular player perform just off of pure performance, Jokic should have won it. So,
well,
but that's a whole
well,
nother
yeah,
conversation.
I was gonna say we'll get to that point a little later, but
Yes. Whole nother conversation. Michael Porter Jr., you fucking suck.
yep.
But you played decent in this Clipper game. I think you fuck. I think you had like 12 points a game, you know what I'm saying? A couple threes here and there. You played defense, you know what I'm saying? So Aaron Gordon was definitely the X factor in that series. And yeah, that's all I really have to say.
Yeah, I would say Aaron Gordon was a factor in a lot of these series, if I'm being honest with you, Miko. Um,
Definitely.
it was something that I didn't really expect, to be honest, but I mean, at the end of the day, um, it's good that their players really did step up because sometimes, oh man, like it was it was kind of rough trying to see Jokic do it all because I mean he was getting shut down like we talked about in certain series, but specifically for this series, you are definitely right. Michael Porter Jr. I think let this team down. I would say he was probably the missing piece that they needed to, I think, get a little bit further. Usually they rely on a couple of his threes hitting here and there,
Yeah.
like to get him a
Yes, they
little
do.
bit back in the game, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like, yeah, it was a hard fought series against the Clippers because obviously the Clippers are a very very good team. I wouldn't say they're overly like built to win a championship right now. They got superstars, obviously. They got Kawhi, James Harden, but they're just. I don't think they're there yet. I think they're missing a couple pieces, and I think really this series kind of really showed it. Um,
Yeah.
but being Jokic, I mean, Zubac tried his hardest against that guy, but this man was averaging a triple double, quadruple, whatever you wanted to fucking have. He had stats galore. He was doing
Yeah.
whatever the fuck he wanted, and I get it. It's a 4-3, whatever. It went to Game 7. I get it, but I mean, when you have Kawhi Leonard and James Harden, you gotta expect a little bit of a tougher fight. So, but overall, I think Jokic should have been a little bit, a little bit closer to the MVP, but I don't know. I still think SGA deserved it, especially because his team is in the conference finals. So I think another thing that would have just kind of, I know it's regular season shit, but I mean he did beat the Nuggets, so just gives it a little
With
bit more merit.
with horrible stats compared to Jokic,
One
by
hundred
the way.
percent. But guess what, bro? Like you got to feed the people what they want, and people thought and people wanted SGA to be MVP.
Fuck it. Okay, whatever.
Bro, I don't even want
People,
to hear you
people
say.
did
I
want
don't even
SGA to
want to
be.
hear you say. Don't even
Oh, you're
start. Don't
right.
even
You're
start.
right about that.
You're literally about to say fuck SGA, and you're on his nuts 24/7 when we're talking about
You're
him.
right. You're right. I'm a big SGA fan,
Yeah,
but this
exactly.
particular year, he should have won it last year. I feel like SGA should have won it last year with the numbers he had last year. But if you're just talking this year, Jokic had way better stats on a
Because he's doing it
less.
all, bro. He can't do it. No one else was doing
Exactly.
shit.
What's wrong with that? SGA acts like he wants
So,
to do it
so
all,
you're
but he's not.
basically you're just giving it to him just like they gave it to Russell Westbrook because he was just averaging a triple fucking double every game and his
They
team
didn't
was
just
fucking
give it to him
sucking.
because he was averaging a triple double. They gave it to him because he was dominating the whole fucking
His
league
team sucked.
with that triple
His
double.
literally no one cared. He was
He
just stat fucking.
he made the playoffs with that. They were the sixth seed. What are you
Oh
talking
wow, the
about?
6th seed, Miko. You like being sixth fucking place? Exactly.
No.
No, exactly. So we're not gonna
But can
even
you
argue.
name another player? Can you name another player on that team? I can, but
I
can you?
I
Can you name
can't
another player on that
because
team?
guess what? The homie was scoring everything. He wasn't even bothered. He said, "Fuck that, bro. We ain't going nowhere. I'm just gonna fucking make sure my stats are going crazy." By the way, shout out to you, Russell Westbrook. You played an amazing series with the
Russell
Nuggets.
Westbrook. You know what I'm
Yeah, man.
saying?
I mean,
Shout out to UCLA alumni.
I liked. You know what, Russell Westbrook? I really like the defense. I like the aggressiveness. Keep that up, bro. Because holy shit, it was amazing. But any other closing thoughts on this first round here, Miko, with the Nuggets and the Clippers here?
Nah, I forgot. I did forget to point out about Zubac. Zubac played against Jokic probably as well as you can play against a player type like Jokic.
Yeah,
So he really did a great job with that. And I just want to give him kudos as well.
yeah,
So shout out.
100%. He tried his hardest, man.
Mhm.
But I mean, when you're the best big man in the game, you can't do anything about that, bro. Just let.
Next to Joel Embiid. I think Joel Embiid is better than Jokic, but you know what
Wow,
I'm
you are
saying?
fucking.
That's
Can
a
I
hot take.
wait? What was that?
Now we're
What's in
doing
that?
hot
What's in that cup again?
now we're doing
What's
hot
in that cup
takes.
again?
You don't watch basketball, bro, so you
Bro,
can't talk.
you better stop that right now, Miko. If you owned
Miko.
a franchise, right, and
If I own a
you had the
franchise,
first
I'm
overall
picking
pick,
Jokic.
okay, so
I'm picking Jokic
what are we arguing then? What are we
simply
arguing then?
because, simply because he's not injury prone like Joel Embiid.
No, I
But
don't,
just,
bro. If Joel Embiid's
but
healthy,
just
Jokic is
straight.
smoking him every day.
But no, he's not.
Yes, 100%.
Joel Embiid is putting up 35, 10, and 10 easily, just like Jokic. But
Absolutely
it
not.
looks way easier when Joel Embiid does it.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, he just said he'd start his franchise with Jokic no matter what, so it didn't even matter.
I'm starting my franchise with Jokic because I know he's not getting injury prone at this point of his career. But if we was to
There's
like
no saving this guy.
redo the clock,
Ladies and
just go
gentlemen, there
way
is
back
no
in time,
saving
I'm
Mr.
drafting
Higgs.
Joel Embiid
You know what?
over Jokic
I want the fans
any
out
fucking
there
day of the
to send
fucking week.
Miko love
There's a
letters,
reason why Jokic went in the
and I want
second
him to
round.
send them
Just so
fan
you know,
mail and tell him everything's gonna
Jokic
be
went
all
in
right
the
because he is
second.
wrong right now.
Jokic went in the second fucking round.
By
Just
the
let
way,
me know.
Miko, before we keep arguing, we'll just move along a little bit. But I just wanted to get a little bit of a throw a little bit of a question in here for you, Miko, because I just thought of it. What do you
What's
think
up?
about the past? I believe it's now SGA double time Jokic for MVPs, double time Giannis, and then I believe I missed somebody, but I think the last six people to win the MVP have been foreign players. Obviously SGA is from Canada, so I mean it's not too foreign. But Jokic
Foreign enough.
obviously is from Serbia. I'm assuming it was Serbia, right?
Yeah.
And then Giannis is from Greece. What do you think
Yep.
about that, Miko? Because I honestly, to me, I kind of have a bone to pick with that because
You have a bone to pick with the
yes,
fact that the
no,
league
no,
is
no, no,
going
they
on.
deserve it. They played great, but I'm
Yeah.
saying that the United States basketball is going on a downtrend. I get it. We won the medal or whatever, but when it comes to the NBA, the highest tier that you can get to, right? Why is it that there's I mean Anthony Edwards might win it one season. I don't know.
Mhm.
But is there anyone else in your opinion, Miko, besides Ant that could win that is not a foreign like from not from America?
Uh, I feel like we throw a lot of dirt on Jason Tatum's name.
Okay.
I feel like
I
he
forgot about Jason
should.
Tatum. That's a good pick.
Yeah, I feel like he should win it one of these years. I think he played well enough this year to also be in like that race. I think they had him like in like fifth place,
Okay.
like behind. I think they had Giannis at third, and
Let's see
then I
here.
think fourth was maybe Anthony Edwards, and I think Jason Tatum was like at fifth. But I personally had him in like the 2 to 3 spot. Me personally, he was definitely he played really really good this year. Let's see, another player. I think Jalen Brunson also played dope this year as far
Okay,
as
yeah,
like
100%.
season wise. So there's some really good players. There's some really good American players that like yeah, Donovan. I didn't even forgot about Donovan
Yeah,
Mitchell,
Donovan
but he
Mitchell,
was
that's a good
balling.
one too. I don't know why
So
LeBron
like
James is on here, but
yeah, I don't fucking know.
okay, so yeah,
Don't
there's
get
this
me
is a
wrong. He
weird this
did
is a
play dope
weird
this year.
list.
I'm not even going front. He did his thing this year, but I wouldn't have put him on that list.
Cade Cunningham, that's a good one too.
Jay Cunningham is a dope one.
Yeah,
Jay Cunningham, he's not MVP worthy yet, but
he can get there.
he's definitely on the right track. Yes.
He just needs a little
So,
bit more, but that Detroit Pistons team is going to be good. But we'll
but
get to that a little later. But
yeah, the 2028 Olympics, yo. As soon as LeBron, KD, you know what I'm saying? As soon as Steph Curry, as soon as they're all kind of like on their last leg, these newcomers, yo, they about to start killing the game, yo. It's
I
about to
don't
be crazy.
I don't know, man. I see it a little bit different, but I think we can argue that on a different time. We got a lot more basketball to
It's still
talk.
a
So
team sport, yo. You know what I'm saying? You got Luka Doncic representing what is it, Serbia,
yep.
so Slovenia or some shit like that. You got Jokic representing what, Serbia. You got Giannis representing Greece. You have I can't even name another motherfucking another whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got those dudes,
Joel Embiid
and then you
represents the
got
United States for some reason.
yeah, you got SGA representing Canada, Dylan Brooks, all them whack ass motherfuckers over there. And then you got the US. You know what I'm saying? The US is popping with great talent. All
But
right.
by the way, Miko, you make a very good point. It's going to be interesting to really see what these new up and comers do when the greats leave. It's going to be
Yeah.
interesting. It's going to be really interesting. But we're going to move along here, Miko. Let's go to everyone's first, I would say, disappointment in the West for the first round. The Lakers versus the Timberwolves. I expected this to go a little different. I'm going to be honest with you, but I would be lying to you if I told you that I didn't have a little bit of fear in the background of the Lakers bench, which it came true. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the Lakers, we put a little bit too much faith into that starting lineup, which you should. I mean, realistically, right? LeBron and Luca,
Yeah.
you can't. If you're a betting man, you kind of put your money on that. But I think it was just too much, man. The Timberwolves were assembled. I would say one of the biggest lineups, and they got rid of their big with the trade. So it was an uphill battle. It's hard, but I think the Lakers got a lot of work to do to try to get some trades going. I don't even think I looked at it the other day. The Lakers don't even have a draft pick, so there goes the odds of drafting somebody. So, but yeah, I think overall it doesn't really surprise me, but it kind of did a little bit in the back of my mind because I expected the Lakers to maybe at least get a little bit more, and I expected the Lakers to actually win this series. But I mean, I can't be right all the time, but that's kind of what I thought about it.
Yeah, this was definitely a letdown for the Lakers. I feel like the Lakers should have showed up a little bit more on this one. Anthony Edwards definitely did his thing.
Yep.
Rudy
Rudy Gobert.
Gobert
Yep. Exactly.
definitely showed up, especially in what was that, game five? You know what I'm saying? He had like a triple double of some sort, like 17 rebounds and 20 points or some shit like that.
Yep.
Like that's unheard of for Rudy Gobert. So the fact that Lakers even let Rudy Gobert go off like that just lets you know that their defense is garbage. All right,
Yeah.
you still have Luca. We all know Luca can't play defense for shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? All you got to do is one dribble cross move, and then you're to the lane. You know what I'm saying? And all you got to do is a dribble bounce pass to Rudy, or a lob to Rudy, or a lob to Julius Randle, and it's an easy bucket. Austin Reeves did not show up for this series at all. I think he had like 15, 16 points a game or something like that. But he should have been project. I think I was projecting him at like in like 20 points. Like I betted on him a couple of times and he kind of smoked me on some bets. So
Okay.
I
Shout
need
out
my
to.
money back.
I was gonna
You
say
know what
shout
I'm
out to
saying?
Austin Reeves, huh?
I need my money back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Anthony Edwards. Shout out to Mike Conley. Shout out to Nas Reed. They all did their thing on this
They did.
series.
They did.
And
Um, but yeah, Miko, I think you're right. Anthony Edwards did do his thing. Obviously, he is a little bit angry at what happened last season when he faced Mr. Luca. So I think he was on a little bit of a vengeance trip. Um, which all to it. I love some rivalries. I like some new rivalries. Obviously, we're some of the old rivalries we have. We got to start sparking some new ones. Luca versus Ant is going to be a great rivalry. I love it. I can't wait to see more of it. I just wish the Lakers can get a little bit more of a team assembled around Luca, and I think this would be one of the great little rivalries we got in the NBA. I wouldn't say as far as maybe like a LeBron versus Curry thing or something like that, but I think it'll be something cool to have.
yeah, they really need to bolster their bench though. The
100%.
Lakers bench is awful. Besides their starting five is like decent. Their starting four, I would say, is
Yeah,
decent. And then they kind of like go back and forth between maybe Jackson Hayes or Rui Hachimura or
yeah,
Jared Vanderbilt, and then like their bench, but like Gabe Vincent comes in, he's cool. Besides that, you don't know who the fuck name is on the back of their
yeah. They could
jerseys.
be the guy fucking guarding the door for all I know. I don't know. But what do you think they should do though, Miko? Because I know the Lakers. Wow, okay, that was crazy. I didn't even remember Luca doing that to that guy. But what do you think, Miko? They should do? Like, I don't. You can't trade anybody. I mean, you could realistically, but like, I don't
It
know what they could do to make this team better without, I would say, waiting.
so
Like, I don't
yeah,
know.
so I'm not sure what the free agency pool is looking like in the NBA right now, but they should definitely be looking at that because, like you said, they have no draft picks. Uh, people would, you know what I'm saying? Players would like to come play with Luka Doncic and LeBron James. So that is a good marketing piece that you have
100%. LA,
in your
people love
repertoire.
LA.
Yeah,
A lot of stuff to
when
do
people
in
do
LA.
love that.
Besides the
So
taxes, fuck that. But
yeah,
everything
fuck
else is
the
great.
taxes out here, yo. You know what I'm saying? But that is one thing that they do have in their pocket that is kind of easy for players to actually come here and they can market it a little bit more. So
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
we'll see exactly what they get. I'm not sure what the like I said, I'm not sure what the free agency pool is looking like, but it's very easy for them to get players. I've noticed.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what the Lakers can do. Who knows how much LeBron James really wants to play anymore, too. So that's also always a question mark. But I think he's still interested in a couple more seasons. So that should be pretty interesting. But all right, Miko, let's go on to an interesting one. I would say. We have the Houston Rockets versus the Golden State Warriors. I would be lying to you if I didn't say I was shocked that it went to a 7 game, but also I didn't really watch a lot of Rockets basketball, but seeing them play the Warriors is my first time I actually kind of like caught a glimpse a little bit into that young squad. They got a lot of potential, man. The Rockets are going. They're gonna go to some places, man.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, they ran into a Jimmy Butler and a Draymond Green and Steph Curry that are really motivated, I would say. Um, and obviously, Steph Curry's one of the greats hitting shots from random ass fucking places. I don't even know how you're able to even block that, do
Yeah.
anything. I don't even know like how you even counter that. But um, yeah, they got a young squad, man. They're hungry. They want it, man. Like I saw their bench getting amped when like they would put clamps on Steph Curry, make fun of Draymond Green missing air balls, stuff like that. But who doesn't? But um,
Hmm.
yeah, they got a good squad, man. I'm excited to see some more Rockets basketball in the future. Especially like I said, man, I want some more rivalries. What's the guy's name? The star from Jalen Green. Is that correct? Jalen Green.
Okay.
That guy is a super. That guy's gonna be a superstar, man. That guy's a fucking monster. I would say he's kind of on the level of a little bit of Cade Cunningham, not too crazy Cade Cunningham. I still would take Cade Cunningham over him, but Jalen Green's he's up there, man. He's a good talent. But other than that,
Hmm.
that's all I got, Miko. What do you think?
Nice. Yeah, Jalen Green does play really fast. I did like the I think I chose the Warriors in this series. Uh this series was a really, really, really good series. Game one was electric. I do remember like Steph hitting some like random ass shots while we were at work. I was like, this motherfucker right here is crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Steph for that. Uh I think Jimmy Butler did get hurt in this series, so you know what I'm saying? That's kind of reason why they lost like a couple of games. But overall, Golden State was the better team. Weird fact though, I think the Rockets actually won the rebounding like the rebounding total. Usually when a team wins the rebounding total, they actually win like a game or a series of some sort. So
Yeah,
the fact that the Warriors actually won this is kind of like low key surprising. That's just a testament to how good that Steph actually shoots from the 3 point line and from the two and able to get in, create fouls, and you know what I'm saying, find other players to hit shots. So shout outs to them. But this Rockets team is young. They will be back next year. I'm a really big fan of Alperen Sengun. That is one of my favorite new big men, and I'm curious to see what they're going to do next year.
yeah. And shout out
I'm in.
to Fred Van
Yeah,
Vliet too, man. This starting lineup besides Dylan Brooks, I don't really like Dylan Brooks, but that's just my opinion.
yeah.
But
They
this
had
entire
Amen
starting lineup was
Thompson.
good.
Yeah, they had Amen Thompson guarding Steph Curry for like most of the series,
Oh
and
yeah,
like he really did a really good job at guarding. First
as
off,
much as you can, as
Steph
much
can
as you
pull
can.
up. Yeah, Steph can pull up from anywhere. I think we all know this.
Yep.
But the way he guarded him was like
Delavadova.
it was really good the way he guarded him. So
It was.
wasn't Dellavedova
Yeah, I was
type
gonna say, hold on, is it better than
he was on that
Delavadova?
shit. It wasn't Dellavedova type, but he was on that level. So the Thompson brothers, y'all some special breed motherfuckers over there. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it.
yeah. What do you think? Just a little side question again, Mika. I'll probably ask these a couple throughout the time. What do you think the Warriors need to do to kind of get back into that contention? Because obviously, like we talked about, Curry might be kind of getting up there. Obviously,
Yeah,
we kind of saw that we can't put our faith into Jimmy Butler being that guy. I don't know if you agree with that, but
I agree
that's
with
just
you.
my thing with it. I always thought Jimmy Butler was a really good player. He's not a superstar. He's just, I would say, a star. But like, this kind of just showed me you really can't put the ball in his hands and expect the Curry magic to happen. But what do you think they need to do to just kind of get back into that contention again, man?
It's going to be a while. I personally think I think they're going to run it back one more time next year with the Curry, you know what I'm saying? Curry and Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green and the rest of the squad. I think they're going to run it back one more time. I wish they would have added like they would have played Jonathan Kaminga more. I
Okay.
think that would have been I think he would have been a really cool piece to actually, you know what I'm saying, an X factor in the game as you will. But I feel like Kaminga's going to be gone this year. Like I don't think he cares about this organization
Yeah,
anymore.
for sure.
Honestly, just from what they did him. So what they need, I honestly feel like they should just blow
Andrew Bogut
after
got it.
26. after 2026, they should just blow this team up.
Oh,
I feel like they just send
keep
Steph off.
keep. Whoa, send Steph off. You wouldn't even
Send Steph
just keep
off,
Steph
do
Curry.
it.
Everybody else is no limit.
No. Send Steph, send Jimmy Butler, like send Draymond and just rebuild. I think they should be on a rebuilding phase.
Wow,
They've done
send
their
Jimmy.
thing.
But you wouldn't even keep Jimmy Butler right there.
Nah,
Wow.
they've done your dynasty season. You know what I'm saying? We all witnessed that between the Warriors and Cavaliers with LeBron James, and you know what I'm saying. Now we're at like the end. Klay Thompson is gone. Draymond Green doesn't look like he has the same athleticism as he did. You know what I'm saying 5 years ago.
I would say he's
It
causing more
it looks like a
headaches.
sluggish team. It doesn't look right for me. So like I personally would just blow this team up and just start fresh again.
Okay, okay.
That'll be me personally.
Oh, whatever. Okay. Well, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, Miko. I would definitely not get
Hmm.
rid of Curry just yet. I think he's still got a little bit in him, but um,
What piece do you feel like they need,
I
or like
I
what piece do you
I
think
would
they would
say
do?
I would say send off. You are correct. They should send somebody off, and I think it's Draymond Green. And I like Draymond Green. I like the attitude he plays with, and I like that he kind of forces that intimidation into others. But I think he's more trouble than he's worth, to be honest, at this point. Before I would say he's trouble, but his worth on the court is kind of like it balances itself out. But now I just can't say that with confidence. But I would say they need a big for sure, someone they can rely on for some rebounds. Just fucking throw it over to Steph Curry, fucking shoot that shit, go crazy. But definitely get rid of Draymond. I would keep Steph and Jimmy Butler, and then everybody else is I would say is up for grabs, man. Everyone else, whoever you guys want, make phone calls, try to get some guys. Cause yeah, Buddy Hield played a couple of good games, but I can't trust that guy either. He's a yeah he's just someone there. But all right, Miko, let's just go. Should we just move over to the East first round and work our way from the first rounds to the conference final or semifinals? Sorry.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's go straight to the East first round.
Okay, for sure. So this was surprising. The Cavaliers and the Heat. Um, I thought the Heat could have gotten one, but the Cavs went in there and imposed their fucking will on everybody, and they swept them. Um,
Hmm.
I don't think the Miami team is as bad as a team to get swept, but I mean, obviously they did, so I can't really say that with confidence anymore. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. I mean, it's just something that I kind of expected in the back of my head, but I don't know, man. I expected him to win at least one game. I didn't think the Miami Heat team was that much of a pushover team. But what do you think, Miko?
Nah, I feel you. The Heat was definitely not a pushover team, but losing Jimmy Butler is, you know what I'm saying, obviously a critical piece in their rotation and their movements and stuff. So besides Tyler Hero, like there really wasn't many players actually playing. I know Bam Adebayo, you know what I'm saying, Olympic gold medalist and such. He really didn't show up in this. I
Yeah,
think he had like a couple triple doubles here and there, or double doubles, excuse me, but overall, it wasn't a playoff performance that you would want a star player like Bam Adebayo to have.
yeah,
So Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland and Evan Mobley, they just opposed their will on this Miami Heat team, and it showed from game one. And so they really have a lot to do. I feel like the Miami Heat has a lot. They have a lot to do during this offseason. They really got to go back on the drawing board and like try to figure some stuff out, figure some different pieces. And I'm not sure why they can't get recruits down there in Miami. I
yeah,
keep hearing this thing about the Heat culture. So like I know Pat Riley got them, you know what I'm saying, doing some crazy ass workouts and shit like that. That's what I keep hearing from like the NBA world. And so but like it's Miami, yo. Like who
yeah.
the fuck doesn't want to go to
No
Miami?
state
And
income tax, nothing.
no state income tax. There's bitches everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Ass out, titties out. You know what I'm saying? Drinks is flowing, money everywhere. Like, why would you not want to be in Miami?
I,
So I'm curious.
I don't know, man. To me, I don't think Miami Heat fans are real fans. Is that like a weird take? Okay, yeah, no, yeah. So let me kind of just let me bring some history into it here, Miko, because
Please do. Please enlighten me.
it's weird because watching them play, this was like back when LeBron was on the team, right? Like when you kind of just saw until Ray Allen hit that shot, the whole entire venue within like 3 minutes, if I would probably pull it up right now, was fucking gone, bro. They're like there to like residents of Miami. I feel like are just like hype beasts. Like they're just there because the team got to like the playoffs. Like oh what like let me get the Graham shot, this and this. Oh I'm going to a Miami Heat game. Like I don't watch basketball, but I'm gonna just be there. You know, like I can kind of see why unless you're Dwayne Wade or like LeBron James a little bit. I wouldn't say LeBron James is that big of a thing anymore in Miami, but he was. Um,
Hmm.
I think they're just like I could see why someone wouldn't want to go there. I would say like no one comes to my games, no one really supports me unless I make the playoffs, I would say. I've seen their stadiums empty during the regular season and it's like until someone's like, "Oh, well, the Miami Heat made the playoffs. Let's go watch the game." Like everything else is great about Miami. You're right. Bitches, naked bitches, no state income tax, beautiful beaches everywhere, a lot of things to do. But I think like just team wise, I don't think the fan base just really supports this team as like they really should. That's my opinion on it. That's just something I've seen in the past and seen now because everyone's gone before Ray Allen hit that shot, and then everyone decided to start coming back. You know, so
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay, I never heard it.
Because
That's a
bro,
hot take.
let's be
Yeah,
real,
bro.
Miko. When you go to a Lakers game, how hard do those Lakers fans support that team? Because I've never been to a Lakers game. I don't know if you've been to a Laker game,
They support the Lakers team pretty loudly.
right?
Yes.
And I would say the same thing for a Boston Celtics team too. Like they're supporting, man. Like they're like people want to be like, you know what? I want to go to Boston and Lakers. Yeah, it's a good city. Lakers have a historic thing and everything, but like they love when they hit that one shot that like gets them over the top. That the fans are yelling crazy, going nuts, and like I mean, yeah, it's a double-edged sword, right? When you don't
Hmm.
play good, the fan base will eat you up in Boston or in LA. But there's just something different about a Miami fan and a Laker fan. Like I don't know, it's just that's just something I see. I don't know, that's something I thought
It's
about.
definitely a big difference when you think of like the big market teams, like the New York Knicks or the L.A.
Yeah,
Lakers, the Celtics, the Houston Rockets, the Chicago Bulls. I would say Miami Heat is probably on a low
yeah.
tier of big market teams.
Which
Like
it
the
shouldn't be, right? It's in Miami,
it,
like
it really shouldn't be because
so.
Miami's a big destination spot for a lot of tourists. So the fact that, like you said, if that is, I don't remember the Ray Allen game like
Yeah,
that. There's some people leaving, but
okay, maybe I was like I
you
say, let me pull it up, but we
the fact
got
that you
short on
said
time.
that is like, if that is true, I'm like, damn, like,
I don't
because
know,
that
man.
was a great.
Yeah, it's different, man. Like I don't know, it's weird because like it's just something that I noticed, and I just think
Mhm.
players may not take it into consideration, but when a fan really supports you, I mean, it's great. People love it. People feed off of it, and I think Miami fans are just not someone that just shows support like that. So I think the only one they would probably be Dwayne Wade, and that's if they even remember him anymore. I don't know. Like Dwayne Wade just kind of
He
here
got
now.
a statue, bro. Come on
Oh,
now.
you saw his tattoo? I would say that's kind of fucking crazy that he tattooed himself on himself. But that's just me. I would never do something like that. But let's go ahead and move on, Miko, before we get into a little bit of drama with Dwayne Wade. But shout out to Dwayne Wade though, bro. You were great. We'll never forget you. Shout out to you, man. You made it out of nothing. I saw your documentary on ESPN. It was great. All right, moving on to the next one, which I think really surprised us, Miko. I think it surprised everyone on the podcast. The Pacers versus the Bucks. I'll let you start this one here, buddy. I'm speechless,
Yeah.
honestly.
Well, I am almost confident I had the Bucks winning this series.
Yep.
With Dame and freaking Giannis, I feel like they should have won this series easily. I did not expect the Pacers to make it past the Bucks, let alone this far all the way into, you know what I'm saying, the semifinals. But once Dame Lillard went down, you could tell like that kind of took the breath out of, you know what I'm saying, the Bucks organization, and the Pacers kind of like constantly kept hitting shots. They kept going on a run. that's one of the things the Pacers like to do. They actually like to set the tone of the game, right? They're going to set the tone by like their pace of the game. They actually like to run. Like nobody's walking the ball up. And when they do an inbound pass, nobody's walking the ball up. It's running straight, you know what I'm saying, over to the half court
Like
line
engage
to,
immediately, engagement, engagement,
yes.
engagement. Like
Like
we got to
you
make
got to
sure.
play defense 24 seconds. You're not getting no seconds off on defense. So the Pacers play a really, really good game, and they play really, really tough. They hit really hard shots, really contested shots, and they play strong defense, and that really shows up. So, yo, shout out to Halliburton. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing his thing. Pascal Siakam been doing his thing.
That whole team
Giannis was
really.
definitely, yeah, Giannis was definitely doing his thing this series, but after Dame went down, it clearly showed that he needed help, and no other teammate stepped up for him.
Yep.
So
But the,
especially Kyle Kuzma, who was supposed to have, according to Levon, you know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be killing it. He was supposed to be the X factor of
it's because
this.
he was an
Game
ex-Laker,
one,
so LeVon loved it.
30 points. Or I mean 30 minutes. How you play 30 minutes and score 0 0 0 0
Like at least go to the
all?
bucket and try to get a foul or something.
He didn't do shit.
Well, Miko, you brought up a good point towards the end there. I think the Bucks have always been like this. It's always Giannis or bust. There's never anyone that's there to help him out, to bail him out when he's not really on it, which he's always on it. If there's something I'll give Giannis, he's like full fucking throttle to the fucking to the ground, bro. Like we're gonna try to win this shit. But it's always been like that, bro. Ever since I mean they won a championship, yeah, but I mean Chris Middleton stepped up here and there when he was there on that championship team, or like when they had their playoff runs. But like it always just
Yeah,
comes
that
down,
is true.
like
They
it
did,
always
though.
comes down to if you need to rely on someone when Giannis isn't playing well, no one's there to just bail him out, like you said. Like no one's there to help him. Which that's why I would say Damian was brought into this team. Damian Lillard. Obviously, he has. By the way, look at all the fans that aren't in a Pacers game, but the guys who are there are cheering fucking crazy for him. But I think it's just one of those things that like I don't know what the Bucks can do at this point now to just prove to Giannis, hey, stay here, we got you. More money does help. I mean, no one's ever really gonna say no to a lot of money, but if I was Giannis, I'd try to get out of here now. It just seems like nothing ever goes right. Like besides that, obviously they had bought a championship not too long ago, but I feel like that was just, I mean, the pieces just kind of worked, but now it's
Hmm.
just kind of like I don't know, like Giannis should feel like hey, what are you guys gonna do for me? Who are you guys gonna bring in case I'm not on it, or if no one else is on it, can I rely on this guy to at least get me like 17 or like 20 points? Like that's all I need. Like I need some guy to make a clutch three here and there so we can get back into the game and not have to rely on me or something. Like I don't know. It's like weird, but you are right. The Pacers played a really good game. They play with fucking aggressiveness, fucking quickness. Like you'll never see a player that's not guarded by somebody. It's insane. Like they got, I don't know, man. It's like they got clamps on you, like 24/7. I don't even know what to say. Like it's pretty crazy. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of what I got to say on that. It was
yeah,
shocking though. It was shocking because Giannis is a fucking beast. So to see him go out like 4-1 is crazy. So
yep. What do you think what do you think the Bucks need to do this offseason to get better? Like you said, they traded Chris Middleton, you know what I'm saying? Dame got hurt. Do you
yeah,
feel like they should ship you know what I'm saying, Kyle Kuzma or
no one
Dame
wants Kyle
off to
Kuzma,
another
bro. Let's be real.
destination?
No one wants Kyle Kuzma. I don't
Damn.
I don't know, man. Like they have an okay squad. It's not bad, but like
It's
they
bad,
they
bro.
just need someone to like help. I thought the game was over on that. Someone to like help out Giannis in case he's like oh I need a break, but you guys can keep me in the game, type shit. Like maybe get like a couple like the Pacers, man. Like let's just they have to use the Pacers as an example. Like they could bring in their bench, anybody on the bench, and they'll stay in the game. Like if you could do
Yeah.
that so Giannis could get some rest and then he'll just come back in and score fucking another, I don't know, 15, 17 points to get you over the top, then I would say they would need to do that. But obviously, I don't know how the whole thing is. I don't know if they have draft picks. I don't know. what assets they were willing to trade. Obviously, they just got Damian Lillard, so it's like, why would I trade him? And then he's also kind of injury prone now, so it's like he's
Mhm.
not very valuable, I would say. But if Dame can come back like fucking Portland Dame, at least slightly close to that, I think this team can get a lot further than it did now. But I think they need a couple more
Hopefully.
pieces to kind of get. I think they just need a more solid bench. I would say to keep them in the
They
game
need
while Giannis and Dame get some rest or something.
they need a solid whole fucking team, yo. Besides Dame and Giannis, the rest of the team is garbage. I know Bobby. My bad, Bobby Portis. I'm kind of shitting on you a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
I'm a big fan of Bobby Portis. He does make big
Also,
shots,
also Brooke.
but
Let's be real. Brooke Lopez. Yeah, he's like kind of on his like he's there, but like he can make a couple good plays here or there, get you good couple rebounds here
definitely,
and there, you know.
definitely,
So he's not bad either. I wouldn't say he would be my go-to, but he's still there playing. So
he definitely is. But this team has a lot of work to do. This roster is not constructed well. I feel like they're not coached very well. I'm not a big fan of Doc Rivers and the way he
oh yeah,
coaches.
actually I forgot about that. Yeah, that is 100% correct.
Um,
I've never
this
really
I
liked
feel
it to be
like
honest, but that's
yeah,
just me.
I wasn't a big fan of him, but it worked in when he was with the Clippers just because I felt
Did
like
it?
he had
Did
I'm
it
saying
work,
Chris
Miko?
Paul. I felt like he had Chris Paul, so like
Miko, it did not work.
the
How many times did they
you know
go
what
to the
I'm saying?
playoffs and lost?
They went to the play. I mean, they had to deal with the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? The
Okay.
Warriors constantly went to the
Bro, they
championship
had prime
those couple
everybody
seasons.
on the Clippers team.
Yeah, but
Maybe
you
not
know,
maybe not maybe not Chris Paul, but like
it
you
was
had
prime Chris Paul. It
okay,
was
even
prime.
better, even better. And you still lost. Come on, bro. And that
I got
squad
you.
was built crazy.
That squad was built crazy. Like you said, it was built crazy.
Yeah.
And the fact that they only got to where they were, you know what I'm saying?
And I
Just a
get it.
testament to how good the Warriors were. But
Yeah, but I
now
mean,
I feel like Doc is in a new environment, you know what I'm saying? He was with the Philadelphia 76ers
that didn't
and
work, yeah.
that kind of plummeted. And now he's here with this team and like this roster is not constructed well for the type of team that he or the type of game that he plays.
Also, now
So
that the Pacers have emerged as a new contender in the East, it's going to be even a lot harder because now you got to deal with the Cavs, the Pacers. Obviously, Boston's still there. The Knicks are fucking crazy. When obviously we'll talk about them a little later, but
mhm,
it's a lot to compete with now. Like it's not just hey like Giannis can get us over these guys. Like it's just the Pacers or it's just the Cavs. Like whatever. They're a bunch of nobodies. Like nah, they got solid squads, man, and they got pretty good benches too. So
definitely.
you got anything else on this, Miko?
Nah, I don't, yo.
All
You
right,
know what I'm
cool, cool,
saying?
cool. All
You
right.
know,
Let's get into our next one here. This was an interesting one. This is the first time I actually watched the Pistons really play, like the Rockets. Um, didn't know Cade Cunningham was that guy until I watched this series, but he's a baller, man. But we got the Knicks and the Pistons. Obviously, the Knicks won 4-2. Um, I don't know. I thought the Pistons were gonna win just because I didn't really see a lot of Knicks too. I saw them last year, and then obviously they got injured. They lost. But I didn't really believe in the Knicks. I thought it was just gonna be a repeat of what the Knicks always do. So I obviously picked Detroit because yeah, I'd never seen them play too much, but until this series. But there's just something about you guys telling me, hey, these guys are young, they're hungry, they're like a good team this season, like stuff just kind of made me like, you know what, I'll pick the fucking Pistons. Fuck it, who cares? That'll be my dark horse. Um, but they play good, man. I don't know. It's still they're just young, man. I don't know. It's weird. The Knicks have been there already. Obviously, they just got a lot of injuries last season, but that Knicks team was pretty good too. So I don't know. I think they just need some time. That's all I would really say on that. I just think they need time. That's
definitely
really all I
do.
got on that series. I think the Knicks were just obviously the better team. They've been there before. They're experienced in the playoffs. Um, but yeah, that's kind of all I got on this one. Nothing surprising.
Yeah, definitely. The Knicks was definitely the better team in this, but I want to say I had the Pistons winning this.
Yeah, you did. We were the only ones to pick the
Yeah.
Pistons.
Okay, so yeah, I definitely have the Pistons winning this just off of the strength that like I really do like Kate Cunningham and I really do like Jaden Ivey. And Tobias Harris really did show up in this series. I know the series was 4-2, but a lot of these games could have went either
Close.
way.
Close.
Some of these was one bad call away from the Pistons winning. So
Yep.
just keep that in mind when you guys see this. Cade Cunningham really showed his strengths of this. He had a multitude of triple double games. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of guys was hitting shots for him when he passing the ball. So, and also the X factor in this, which I wasn't expecting, was for the Pistons at least, was what's his name, Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder, I feel like he really kept the tempo of the game to like a perfect pace for the Pistons when the Knicks was trying to speed up, and so you know what I'm saying, that really helped.
He
I feel
slowed it
like really
down, you
helped
would
the
say?
Pistons. Yeah, he definitely slowed it down. You know what I'm saying? He definitely does like some little weird ball handling skills to like get to the lane and then everybody would collapse. Bam, easy dish out. So you know what I'm saying, to an easy two or an easy three. And so he played a really good game or a really good series, excuse me. And but Karl Anthony Towns, I think, kind of just like stole the spotlight on this series.
Yeah, and obviously you got Jalen Brunson. He's just doing his thing in the playoffs. Man's a monster. I don't even know what to say. That guy's just he's like I don't know. It's like weird. I would say he's kind of unguardable because like of so many plays that I've seen. But like there's I think though that would be me putting him up there with Curry, and I don't think he's there just yet. But Jalen Brunson's a beast. I would say.
Jalen Brunson is definitely a beast. I know everybody's constantly getting to the three ball, but yo, that mid game that Jalen Brunson has,
Yep.
he really he plays really well with his back to the basket. You know what I'm saying? He can shoot from anywhere on the court. He has a really nice game, and I'm curious to see what he's going to do for the next couple of years.
Yeah, for sure. And Knicks fans are excited too, man. They brought basketball back to life in that town. So we'll see what happens. Obviously we'll get to them. They're still in it, so we'll get to them a little bit more later. But not going very well for
Shout
them.
out to New York, yo. Hey man, if the New York go to the championship, bro, we might have to pull up in New York, yo.
Absolutely not. I
It
got,
might
bro. I
New
have
York
like
might get shut down,
Miko.
bro.
Let's be real,
We,
bro.
we
We
might have
got,
to pull up.
we got. Hey, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we got some special videos coming at you. But Toronto, we got Toronto. Now we got AZ. We got Scottsdale, Arizona. Might even
We
have to
got
pull up and make an episode
Philly.
in Scottsdale, Arizona, bro. I don't know. Who knows?
We got to, bro. We got to.
Um, I feel like there's one more thing I'm missing, but I don't remember. I don't know if that's something else, but I already got a lot of trips planned, buddy. I don't like New York. Sorry, New York fans. I know you New Yorkers love New York.
Oh
Fucking
my
hate it.
god.
Pigsty, rats everywhere. Hate it.
You've
Despise it.
never been there, bro.
Yeah, I
Don't
have,
say
bro.
that.
Shut up,
You've
bro.
never
For reals.
been there.
You. Why do you know what
The
places I've
fuck?
been to?
I know where
Exactly.
you've been to. You've
Exactly, bro.
never been there.
All right, let's move on, bro. For reals.
Fucking rat.
Uh, I'm gonna be honest, Miko. I'm gonna just hand this one off to you. I
Which one
don't.
is this?
It's the
Oh,
Magic and the Celtics.
the
We just
Magic and the
I saw
Celtics.
it coming, man. I'm just gonna be quick, Miko. I just saw it coming. The Celtics were always gonna
No,
win.
I feel you. I'm pretty sure we all saw this coming, right? The Celtics was supposed to win the Magic, no matter what happens between Tatum and Jalen Brown. If they would have got injured, I'm still betting on the Celtics to win this game. Fucking, if not 4-1, then fucking 4-2. But I think I had it as 4-1. So I think I won that extra point.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to the predictor over here. You know what I'm saying? But this series right here, it wasn't. It was just clearly like the Celtics had a better talented team over the Magic.
absolutely.
Um, Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner, they really carried their teams. You know what I'm saying, to the scores that it was, because it was a couple of games where it was actually pretty close,
Yeah,
and that was just a testament to Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. So they really did their thing on this series. The rest of the team, they really got to change up their scheme of how they play teams, because I know they're a defensive team, but when a team is just hitting 3-point shots from wherever the fuck they want to shoot it from, you really, you know what I'm saying? It comes for like, all right, you shoot a three, nah, I gotta shoot a three, and they have damn near no 3-point shooters on their team, so they got to change up their roster a little bit. I know they let go of Caldwell Pope last year, and they kind of showed this year that no, that's Caldwell Pope right there. Fuck, that's Caldwell Pope.
I
So
was like,
yeah,
wait a minute, isn't
I'm,
that Caldwell Pope right there?
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what was up with this team 3 point
You know
shooting
what? Let's
wise.
reach it. Hey, let's rewind
He
that.
just wasn't shooting
Caldwell
the
Pope,
ball.
you didn't play well, buddy. You should have shot more threes and
You
made them.
pretty much did. The fact that I forgot that you was even on this fucking team this year is is horrible,
They probably
bro.
had the
So
homie just doing cardio, bro, for reals.
you probably
Oh,
did.
here we go.
But
Caldwell Pope 3, baby. Oh, who knows? I don't know. Hold on.
but nah, like this
And a,
Magic
and a
team,
steal
they
from
definitely
Caldwell
got some.
Pope. Oh, man.
Yeah, this Magic team definitely has some work to do in the off season, and
All right, Miko, hold
so,
on. I think your whole thing is being disregarded by these clips right
bro,
here.
he's bro. You're playing the what game is this? Game 4.
Skate
They're
5.
already down fucking 3-1, bro.
Bro,
They
he
lost the
scored
game.
two
Just so
threes,
you
got a
know,
steal. Oh,
they fucking lost this game. Just so
all
you
right.
know.
Yeah, all right, whatever. Keep it. All right, whatever, Miko. Finish up, bro, for us.
So yes, the Celtics won this. It wasn't no surprise to I don't think anybody who watches basketball. Jason Tatum opposes Will the whole goddamn game. Jalen Brown did his thing. Kristaps Porzingis, he was I think he was like in and out of this road. They won a lot of games that are like it was like a 20-point blowout, so they really didn't have to play Kristaps like that. They could have
Yeah,
just rested him if they really wanted to.
which is a Celtic thing.
But
They typically do that.
yeah, but yeah, that's starting. I would say the starting four, which is Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, and Derek White. They really oppose their will defensively wise upon the Magic. So it was 4-1 was expected for me
Okay.
at least.
And there's a little inside scoop, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't really care for this series because I knew who was going to win. So good little insight there, Miko. But let's move on to some more interesting games now. The conference
Mhm.
finals. We're going to start with the West. We had
All
Thunder
right.
and the Nuggets, 4-3, Game 7. Man, I enjoyed this series. This was one of my favorite series, I would say, so far. Um, it was just a bunch of back and forth, man. Jokic was trying to do his thing. SGA was obviously doing his thing. We talked about it earlier. Alex Caruso played a pretty big role, which you don't really think about when it comes to actually guarding the other team's superstar. Not Kyler Murray, sorry, Jamal Murray, in and out, not really there. Something was up. I don't really know what was going on with him, but I feel like he was the missing piece to actually maybe even beat this Thunder team, I would say. Please feel free to let me know if I'm wrong, Miko, but I think he played a very big role. He wasn't the key role, the like the only thing that was missing, but I feel like he played a pretty big role on why this team lost. Um, maybe it might not have been him. I don't know. Sickness is one of the things I heard from one of the games, but whatever. I don't know. Maybe there was an injury. Haven't really followed up with it, but obviously OKC closed it out, man. I mean, they have the young guys. They can run up and down the floor. Obviously, they could put anybody on a big man and disrupt the whole thing, the whole Jokic routine that they were doing, and get the job done, man. I mean, this was a kind of a toss-up for me, but I still had the Thunder, I believe, edging it out. But it was overall, I think it was a good series. Really entertaining basketball, man. It was crazy. Like you said, Aaron Gordon, really big role. I think this is where what's his name, Porter Jr. Really just shit the bed too. I would say. Um, he wasn't making those threes to get you a little bit back in it, get the fans involved, get the team morale up. I saw a lot of missed shots by him. So yeah, it was overall. I think this was one of the best series I've watched in the playoffs so far. What do you think, Miko?
No, I agree with you. Michael Porter Jr. is garbage. All right. He needs to get traded. That should be one of the pieces that they move out of Denver. Uh, besides him, I feel like the rest of the Denver team. Okay, I feel like the rest of the Denver team did play really, really, really well in this series. I feel like Michael Porter Jr. let this team down, me personally. But that's just a testament to how well the Thunder play defense because
Yep,
this is one of the best defensive rated teams all
I
of
think it was this season
2024
actually.
season. Yeah, they played one of the best defenses of all of NBA right now. So, and it showed in this, especially what game is this? Game seven.
This is
It
Game 7.
showed. Yes, this was really the only game I actually saw because I actually had a chance to like sit down and be at home and watch this game, and I was like, wait a minute, is fucking Caruso really fucking guarding Jokic right now? I thought that was the craziest shit I've ever saw. So, like I said, Caruso is their X factor. I said that in the last series. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
it in this series again. That's really their X factor. He can guard multiple people on the court. When you can guard Jamal Murray and Jokic in two different
yeah,
plays,
or anyone in
that's
between, Miko,
really
if you really want.
yes. And so I felt like Christian Brown. I saw he had a dunk there, but I think he had like 23, 22 points this game. But I feel like he should have had more, especially with Chet Holmgren actually like guarding him.
Yep,
So I don't think he was as aggressive as I felt like he should have been this series with you know what I'm saying, Chet guarding him. I know he was deferring to Jamal Murray and Jokic a lot, rightfully so, because it's Jokic and Murray,
yep,
but he should have had like a damn near a 40-point game and like actually kept Denver alive in this series. But
yeah. Definitely agree with you,
yeah,
Miko.
the Thunder definitely opposed their will defensively. Lou Dort hit some really tough shots. Alex Caruso played out of his mind defensively, and that's why they moved on.
Yeah. I would say just kind of like put a little bit more thought into the series because it was very interesting. I think Denver does have the potential to re up again and just run it back again, and I think they have a fighting chance of beating this OKC team. Um, you're right. I think Porter was really the biggest X factor on why stuff didn't get done. If he was a little bit more of like the shooter we know him to be, I think this team could have beat the OKC. It would have been, a toss up, but I think that's really all they're kind of missing. Just a couple more people that just can shoot the three, make those shots, and someone you can just rely on a little bit more on defense. Because I mean, I watched a little bit of Porter defensively, and he wasn't much help either. So
Absolutely not.
all right,
So,
Hey, OKC, if you guys need general managers, we are available. Um, we know how to run a team. We know how to efficiently run a team.
oh yeah, yo,
We're trading Porter Jr. first. Shout out to Porter
we
Jr. though. If
getting
you,
Luca, we getting Luca to
yeah,
Denver, yo.
yeah, on God we are.
Call us up.
All right, Miko. Let's move on to our next one here. A little bit of a lesser interesting series. Um, we got the Timberwolves and the Warriors. Um, I don't know. It doesn't shock me
Hmm.
because of how big the Timberwolves are,
Yeah,
and all you have is really Draymond Green and I forget the other gentleman's name, but you,
Quentin Post
yeah,
or
some
Oklahoma
some
Green
weird
or
shit. But
yeah.
I don't know. Like I thought it would have been closer, but we didn't expect Curry to go down. And I don't think did he even come back? I don't even remember if he came back. I don't think he did come back.
He did not come back. No.
I don't think Curry would have made a difference in this series, to be honest with you. It would have been, I think, closer. Maybe 2 games, maybe toss up, maybe of a 4-7 games, but I think the Timberwolves would have won either way. I think on my card I did have the Warriors winning, but realistically, I would have probably put my money on the Timberwolves just based off how the
Gotcha.
teams are made up, But um, nothing really much else to say. Obviously, they just got just out length. I don't even know what to say. It's obviously, Rudy Gobert had a great night that one game with I don't even know how many rebounds. He just had everything. Um, and that's really all it came down to, man. The Warriors did not have the size to compete against these guys, and Ant was playing out of his mind. Julius Randle was playing really good. Rudy Gobert obviously was playing good because no one could really do anything against him. So that's kind of what I got for that.
Yeah. This series, I think Ant Edwards had like, I think he was like in like the 30 points per game in this series.
Yeah,
Yeah, he played out of his mind. Like you said, once Steph went down, it kind of took out a lot of like their offensive abilities from the Warriors away. You could kind of you can kind of relax a little bit on defense, just knowing that Steph Curry couldn't pull up from anywhere on the
Yep,
court.
exactly.
But yeah, like you said, I really don't remember too much of this series. I was at work most of the time,
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
going on, so I really don't know too much. But this was kind of expected once I heard Steph Curry got hurt.
I mean, dude, look at that. You got you got that small little white boy on Julius Randle. What is that guy gonna do against Julius fucking Randle, bro? Come on.
He It was a switch. He wasn't supposed to be guarding him, but you know what I'm saying. They did the
Exactly, bro. But
screen.
they gotta identify that dumb shit.
You're
You
right.
can't just you're just gonna leave
Oh, you're
Julius
right.
Randle open with that guy? Come on.
You're right. You're right.
There's no way.
Like I said, I really don't remember shit. I don't know if Julius Randle had like really good games this
Well,
series or
look at him.
what.
He's going fucking nuts on these guys. But yeah, man, I think we're kind of not in shock that after Curry went down that Timberwolves lost or won.
Yeah.
So we'll just kind of leave that one at that. But in other
Okay.
news, something that was surprising and I did not expect was the Pacers to beat the Cavaliers the way they did, and they put a beat down. You know, Miko, I don't even need to say anything. The Cavaliers are an embarrassment. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Whoa.
Yes, yes, Miko.
Embarrassment?
Yes, Miko. Please hear me out because this is all I'm gonna
Bro.
say. I'm not even gonna pull up the footage. We're not gonna do
The
anything. This is
Pacers,
gonna be
bro, the
quick.
Pacers is a nice. All right, my bad. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, no,
You're right.
100%, Miko. You're gonna take the shine. I'm not even gonna argue anything with you because I know the points you're gonna make are gonna be absolutely great for the Pacers. The Cavs should be embarrassed of themselves. Should give the money back to the people who paid for to watch that garbage that they put in that arena against the Pacers. This should have been a lot closer than it should have. You know, I don't even care if they would have lost. All right, Miko, if it would have been a game seven, whatever, they should be embarrassed. There are some scores sometimes, Miko, that I when I pulled it up on Google, I couldn't even believe. I thought I was in a simulation or they simulated it in 2K. Okay, like they, Donovan Mitchell, you're better than this. That whole team is better than this. And it's not to give anything or take anything away from the Pacers. The Pacers are an amazing team, and we're witnessing it right now. But you put it that you just embarrass yourself on every national TV station. You got the arena. Everyone who has a Cavs shirt, you go burn it right now. Do not support them. Everything
Oh
they
damn!
did,
Don't even
yes,
support them.
100%, bro. And I'm sorry I'm going on a rant,
Damn.
Miko, but this just has to be done. And I feel bad for the city of Cleveland because they've went through a lot. And this is one of the things that I just cannot hold back. Cavalier fans, just burn your shirts. Wait for next year because guess what? The Pacers are there and they're not going to go away. Yo better be ready to lose again. Go
Oh
ahead,
wow.
Miko.
Hey, is Cleveland where that train derailed and fucking had like a bunch of like random ass chemicals on it and fucking spilled into the city? Was that Cleveland or was that some other city in Ohio? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Now we're
You
about to
know the
find out right
incident?
now. Ohio, yep, spilled in February 2nd, 2024.
It was in Cleveland?
Yeah, a year after a train derailment in Ohio spilled hazardous chemicals, health fears persist for East Palestine.
East Palestine. That's right. That's what the city was called. Yeah. Yeah, Ohio been through a lot. But it's not I would okay. So this series right here, like you said, the score did had a crazy
Oh,
discrepancy on a couple of the games. You are correct about that. But I'm not gonna put this all on Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell actually, I feel like carried this fucking team. I think there was a couple of games where he had like 40 points. Like he was just saying, "Fuck it." Nobody else wants to play. I'm a fucking play, and like it really showed in you know what I'm saying the box score. But the Pacers, once again, I felt like they they outcoached the Cavs. Uh, once you know what I'm saying, Tyrese Halliburton once again locked in, as you saw in that little screenshot right there, along with Pascal Siakam. They they really do have a really, really, really nice game plan that not many teams can actually go against. So it's honestly, I just felt like they got outcoached. Once I know Darius Garland went down. I think it was game 3 or game 4. I think he got hurt and he didn't play like one of the games and came in game 5 and was like really he was looking fast, but you can kind of tell like certain plays where like he looked like he was hurt.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, man, this is the Pacers just a really nice team this year, yo. They're fourth in the East, but
doesn't really reflect who
they
they are.
yeah, it doesn't really affect like it doesn't really tell like the whole story of like how they actually played this season. And they're a really nice team to play against,
By
yo.
the way, Mika, I
They
just pulled up some stats though. Tell me what you think here. But in 2025, they played a total of 4 times, and out of those 4 times, the Pacers won 3 of them. So
I
they
did
had
not
their
know that.
number. They had their number. So
Yeah, I did not know that. That's interesting stat you pulled up.
yeah, like I said, man, I don't know. It's like the Cavs team was was so good. Like I watched some Cavs games, man. Like I know that's kind of hard to hear, right? But when they were on, I did watch them, and I was like, wow, I didn't. I was kind of surprised how good the Cavs were, and that they were the number one seed in the East. I was like, what the fuck? They beat out Boston? Like that's crazy. And for them to just put this mediocrity out there, this disgusting show of hey, we're that team, but guess what? Like we're just gonna go and be fucking dumb. Let's just let these guys waltz in here and fucking annihilate us. Like what? All right, here Donovan Mitchell, you do it all, bro. We're just gonna give up on you. Fuck it. How do you
Yeah.
do that to Donovan Mitchell, man? This guy's trying to win. He has the playoff curse, Miko. It started in
He does
Utah.
not have
He has a
it is not the
playoff
playoff
curse.
curse. Don't disrespect Donovan Mitchell like
Donovan
that. He
Mitchell
does not have the playoff curse.
doesn't bring the
James
curse. He has the curse on him. Okay?
James Harden has the playoff curse.
Yeah, and Donovan
Donovan
Mitchell's
Mitchell
right there
does
with
not.
him. And it clearly
No, he's
shows.
not.
Yeah, it
No,
does.
he's not. He actually plays hard when it comes to like, oh, okay, fuck. This is the last game of the season, possibly. I'm going hard, and he actually
Yeah, and
plays
he
hard.
should have his teammates should have his back, and they didn't. That's what I'm angry about, Miko. The fact that they went out there and said, "Fuck it, Donovan, you do all of it." What the fuck are you talking about? What you know this Pacers team is going crazy since they won the first game number 1 in Cleveland. You know they're gonna try to smoke you guys. And guess
Yeah,
what? They said fuck that, fuck you, fuck
no,
everybody. Donovan Mitchell score 45 and we're gonna fucking get annihilated out of here. And we'll win 1 game. Fuck it. That's what they said, Miko. That's literally what they said. And I don't want to hear anything else from this fucking series because look at that. They're up 38 and I don't even remember, but I'm pretty sure they lost this they lost this stupid game. So
I'm pretty sure they lost this too.
so let's just move on before I keep getting a little bit more riled up here, buddy. Um, on to bigger news. One of the
Mhm,
shockers of the
mhm.
brackets: the Knicks versus Celtics. Um, I would be lying if I said it should have been a different way, but obviously the Knicks were playing with like fucking adrenaline shots up their ass from the fan base everywhere. Everyone supporting them, going crazy. Jalen Brunson scoring fucking 30 like every fucking game. But if I would have to say, Miko, if there's one thing that stood out to me in this series, besides Jason Tatum getting hurt, is how many open fucking threes these guys missed. And it's fucking crazy. I don't
Yeah,
even want to pull up the stat because it's probably going to be horrendous of how many
it will.
open threes the Knicks let the Celtics take and the Celtics miss.
Yeah,
And one of those contributors, and I saw it every single game while I was watching it at work, while working, by the way, was Jason Tatum throwing up the dumbest shots I've ever fucking seen instead of just running into the paint, getting a nice little two, going back and playing some fucking defense. Seeing this guy shoot the ball 5 times. I saw him shoot five. Miko, you can even ask Andrew Mazas. I saw this guy shoot fucking 5 threes in a row. They gave him the ball 5 fucking times. And he missed every single fucking one of them. 3 of them were wide open. No one was on him, and he fucking missed all 5 of them. Like, bro, you're the superstar. If you know you're not hitting shots, what is the next thing you're gonna do? You're gonna drive the fucking paint, get the fucking foul, maybe get a 3-point play with the bucket in. Who knows?
But in his respect though, right? If you know you practice that shot a million times in
Bro, if
practice,
it's
right?
not working, don't what why keep trying?
But
It's not working.
you're wide the fuck open. You know you could hit
Yeah,
that
Miko,
shot.
I
You
understand,
have
but
to
guess
shoot
what,
it.
bro?
You
When
have to shoot it.
Miko, look, you trying on a fucking size 6 shoe just because you need a shoe and you know you need shoes doesn't mean the shoe's gonna fit. Why are you trying to fit it? Okay? Yes, it's a shoe. I get it. Yeah, we're used to shoes. Shoes, we need shoes. You're trying to fit in a size 6 because you need a fucking. This guy's trying to make a 3 from a shot he's known to make, and it's not working. Okay? You shot 5 times, Jason Tatum, and it didn't go in. Maybe in your thoughts, oh, maybe the 6th one will go in. Fuck no, it didn't. You drive the paint, you get points, you play defense back at it, or guess what? Hey, who's got the hot hand right now? Yeah, I get it. I'm the superstar. Oh, Jaylen Brown just shot a 3 and made it. Oh, he shot another one and made it. Oh, he's on a hot streak. All right, cool. Hey, Jason, hey Jalen, let's make sure let's do something right quick. I'll get you the ball real quick if we need a 3. That's what a superstar does, buddy. All right.
That's what a superstar does, huh?
Like I get it, bro. A superstar, you pay this guy millions and millions of fucking dollars to make sure he plays good basketball. And Jason Tatum, you're a great basketball player. That shouldn't have happened. I'm sorry you got injured. I saw how emotional you were and how you reacted to it. I'm praying for you, man. The league is gonna miss you for a little bit. Obviously, they're gonna miss you from the playoffs. But you shouldn't have taken that many threes if you know you were missing. Go ahead, Miko.
For sure. I felt like this game without Jason Tatum going down, if he was to play all the games, I felt like this would have went to a game 7.
Hmm.
And you know what I'm
I don't
saying,
know,
that would
man.
have been
With
a
that
toss
shooting
up if he
performance, I don't
played.
think so.
He had a bad shooting performance, but that's not all what he does in the game though. You know what I'm saying? He rebounds pretty well. I think he averaged the most rebound. I think I won the rebound points with Jason Tatum in this. So like, you know what I'm saying? We know he can rebound. We know he's a good passer. You know what I'm saying? We know he's a well-known, a decent defender at least. So Jason Tatum going down did play a big part in them losing that last game. Uh what really hurt them, I felt like, was the fact that the Celtics lost 2 at home. Losing 2 at home was defeating to them. Then they had to go to New York and play in that crazy ass crowd, which we all know is fucking bonkers.
Absolutely.
So so, you know what I'm saying, playing against Carl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson in their hometown, you know what I'm saying? That is never a good thing. And they punished them for that. And then, you know what I'm saying, they went back to Boston and won another one. So, but it's not really, I wouldn't really say it was Jason Tatum's fault just because he missed five
You're right.
fucking
It was
threes
all
in
of
a
them.
row.
They all missed.
No.
They all were fucking
Jalen
missing.
Jalen Brown also was playing. According to the reports, Jalen Brown was also playing with a tear ligament in his knee, so he was dealing with a injury.
That's weird. Didn't look
His
like it.
players was banged up. We know Kristaps Porzingis also missed.
That guy's
You know what
always
I'm
banged
saying?
up. He's a
Getting
Joel
out of
Embiid of
time.
the Boston.
He definitely is, and he needs to fucking fix that, or he's about to be shipped out. Which, you know what I'm saying?
Good
Hey, you know what I'm
riddance.
saying? Fuck it. You can always come back to Dallas, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't
Absolutely
mind.
not.
You feel me? Bring your ass back to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Play alongside
Don't
Anthony
dis- don't
Davis.
don't don't
You
disrespect
know what
yourself
I'm
that
saying?
much, Miko. That
Come
franchise
back.
is that franchise
Hey,
deserves
man,
better.
come back. Come back. You know what I'm saying? We about to get Cooper Flag. Kyrie Irving about to be back in January. You feel
Clay
me? We gonna
Thompson's
be back
practicing around the court trying to shoot these threes.
again. So, but nah, this Celtics team, I feel like is about to get blown up after this season. I think we'll probably talk about that a little bit more after this. But
Okay.
the Knicks is definitely a team to be reckoned with. Did they did lose today, so you
They
know what I'm
did.
saying, they are 2-0. But
They lost by
this
like
series
7,
right
I
here in
think, though.
particular, yeah, this series right here in particular, like they really showed how great the New York Knicks are. The fact that they knocked off the Celtics.
At Jason Tatum list Celtics, but still,
It's
they'll
still
be
the
a good.
Celtics nonetheless.
Yeah. All right. Well, Miko, that concludes the conference semifinals. Now we get into. I know it kind of looks a little disappointing because
Hmm.
both series are 2-0, but I think maybe Game Three is where we'll kind of see a little bit of a swing in the performance of a couple of these teams. But let's just
Definitely.
start off with the West because I don't think that might happen, but it all depends on Game Three. No one's helping Anthony Edwards, and I'm gonna rant on this one too because I fuck with Anthony Edwards, fucking crazy. Hey, genius play with your child support, by the way, Anthony Edwards. I absolutely loved that fucking move. Hey, don't bother me for 18 years. Here's 6 million fucking dollars. Okay, you run the money. I'm not giving you anything more. Genius. But going
Genius
into the
moves.
series here, it's looking rough, man. It's looking fucking rough. SGA, the Thunder team is firing on all fucking cylinders. I don't even know what to say. Um, they're like matching up. I don't even know. It's like weird to like say, but they're like their worst nightmare. I don't even know. It's like the worst matchup you can have against these guys, which it shouldn't be because obviously the Timberwolves have size, and maybe they got Chet and that other white boy. I forgot what his name is. Um, on the
Isaiah
OKC.
Hartenstein.
Yeah, that guy. You should be dominating these guys. Chet, yeah, he's a baller, bro. Chet's a baller, but guess what? That skinny frame against fucking Julius Randle or something. Come on, bro. Push that guy back. Get to the basket and let's fucking get this rolling. No one's helping Anthony Edwards, and I'm pissed off about that. Anthony Edwards, I do feel like you need to play it a little bit better. There's some questionable shots that you were taking, but I mean, if no one else is helping you, fuck it. I'm gonna do it all. Whatever. Someone needs to help
Definitely.
Anthony Edwards because if not, they might get swept. And game three will be the deciding factor. If you lose game three, Timberwolves, you guys are getting swept. I don't care what anybody says. That's all I got to say on
Definitely.
that, Miko.
I feel you. I don't think they're going to get swept though. I think they're going to come to Minnesota, and I
They
think
suck at home.
Minnesota they don't not suck at home. Where the fuck you get that weird ass stat from? They don't suck at home, bro. Uh, the Minnesota Timberwolves, I feel like will sneak out a game. I feel like they're going to sneak out one, maybe two games. I think the Thunder will win at least one in Minnesota, though. I think, like you said, I feel like this is a bad matchup for the Timberwolves. It looks like Anthony Edwards is trying to do a lot. I know Julius Randle, when he gets the ball, he just dribbles straight to the paint. He don't give a fuck where he's going. He's going straight through a motherfucker, and that leads to a lot of charges and a lot of personal fouls for him. So they really got to really rethink about how they're
Oh,
actually going to
fuck.
play. Are you playing shitty ass Kai
No.
Banks right now,
Oh
bro?
no, my
What
bad.
the
It's because
fuck
I
is
hit
going
YouTube. I
on,
hit
bro?
YouTube and it did it. I'm sorry. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Hold on.
Playing shitty ass Kyle
My
Banks is
bad,
wild,
G.
bro.
My bad, G. Fuck.
Anyways, shout out to Julius Randle and
Shout out
Kai
to God.
Banks.
Yes, shout out to God Benz. We'd love to have you on the podcast, Kai.
Yo, yeah, we got to get him on the podcast, yo. We got to see what that nigga's really about.
Oh, he's about some
But
shit. We won't ask him
But
that,
yeah,
but
Julius Randle. Julius Randle's nice. I'm a really big fan of Julius Randle,
yeah, he stepped it up.
especially when he was in New York. I know he didn't get a lot of love when he was in New York, but I thought he played, what I'm saying, decent for New York since Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying? I think that was their last biggest stars since Carmelo Anthony. Now Jalen Brunson, obviously,
Yep,
but
and Cat to a certain degree. I was
and
gonna say certain degree. Obviously, it is Jalen
yeah,
Brunson's
so
team,
yeah.
but
So I
Cat is
think
definitely
Julius
next.
Randle will have a comeback game. I think he's going to be up in like the 25, 26 range in game three.
Right.
And I feel like that's going to win uh, this particular game, maybe by like 5, 6 points. I don't think it's going to be a blowout or anything. I think they're going to win by like 5, 6 points because the Thunder do have a really good defensive scheme that not many teams can figure out. So, but once the crowd gets into it, once they hit a couple of buckets, it's really going to change the outcome of the game. So,
Okay, cool. All right, Miko. Going on to my favorite series so far because
Oh,
I'm a new
favorite
yeah
series.
yeah I'm a New York hater. I just hate New York.
New York hater?
Yep.
Yo, man, we gotta go to New York, bro. You tripping on New York, bro.
Never.
There's some bomb ass. There's a couple of soul food spots, bro. We're gonna go to. You know what? Fuck New Orleans, bro. We're not going to New Orleans no
We're not.
more.
We weren't gonna, bro. We're going to AZ for that day. That's the days we're going.
No, I'm talking. No, not New Orleans. Bro. I was talking about December. In December, instead of going to New Orleans, we're going to fucking New York, bro.
Yeah, so I could spend 10 times the amount of money.
We're gonna eat some bomb ass soul food. I'm gonna take you to some dope ass Mexican restaurants. We're
I
gonna eat some really, really, really good takeout Chinese food. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a ball. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna turn up one time.
all right. Well, I could say I'm excited, Miko, but I don't know. All
You
right.
might see a rat or two. You know what I'm
I
saying? That's
don't worry.
really
I've seen
you.
plenty of those in Mexico. It's fine. Um. Yeah. So going on to my, I just hate New York, but I don't hate the Knicks as much. Um. Let's just start with game one, cause holy fucking shit. 6 minutes left. You're up by what, Miko? Probably 12, 12 to 17
Yeah,
points, maybe.
yeah,
Then you
somewhere
get
around
down
there.
to 40ish seconds. You're up maybe 7. What the fuck are you doing? Letting that man shoot that many fucking threes. And by the way, shout out to that guy. I don't. You know what? Let's just pull up the roster here because I don't even know his name. Do you know his name, Miko? Do you know his name?
What we talking about? Nesmith?
Yeah, that guy.
Aaron Nesmith? Yep.
Shout out to you, bro. You just saved the craziest momentum that you could ever have in NBA history. Okay?
Mhm.
Because guess what? I don't even remember who. Someone said it when I watched it on a YouTube video earlier, but they played not well and they still won that game. And now they get to go into game two with adjustments, which they did, and won that game,
Yeah. Yep.
all because of a lucky shot and this guy making 5 fucking threes or 4 fucking threes in the last 6 minutes of game number one. You can't write this shit up any more better, bro. You just can't. You Reggie Miller's in the building, Hall of Fame pacer, obviously, right?
Reggie
You
Miller.
cannot write this shit any better, Miko Higgs. You can't. Reggie Miller's sitting courtside. Obviously, he's talking about he's what is it called? What are they called?
Analyst or
The
whatever. Yeah,
analyst or whatever, speaking the game, whatever it
announcer.
is. Shout out to Reggie Miller. And you find a way to be able to do the choking, the legendary,
The legendary choke.
the legendary choke. You can't make this up, bro. You just can't. Which, by the way, that shot that Halliburton took didn't even look remotely like it was going to go in. Bounced up into the heavens. God shined upon it and was like, "You're going in, motherfucker." Dropped straight fucking down, which I thought was a three, and ended the game when I first saw it. And I was like, "Wow, there's no way this happened." Turns out his foot was right on the line, so unfortunate. Would have been one of the craziest shots ever. It might have been even up there with the Kawhi shot back in Toronto or Philadelphia, wherever that was. It would
Yeah,
have been up there with that.
that would have been crazy.
And the fact that they went into overtime, Miko, and still pulled out the win, just really goes to show how good this Pacer team is, man. In Madison Square Garden, everyone heckling you, everyone in that stadium against you. I didn't see one yellow shirt, not one.
Hmm?
Absolutely amazing. And today they played pretty good, man. I don't. No one had. I don't know if you watched. Did you watch the game, Miko? Did you watch the full game?
I did watch the game. I watched the full game. Yeah.
Um, I don't know if you noticed, but I kind of noticed a little bit of it. Um, no one really had a crazy run where like, oh, we outshot you like 12 to 12 to 3 or like something like that. It was a pretty close game throughout the whole game, and it just kind of shows how good this Pacer team is at, like you said, slowing the pace down a little bit, playing to their style. And yeah, they didn't really clamp down Jalen Brunson or anything, but they really slowed down. They really slowed down the tempo to the point where no one was on a like a crazy, like the Knicks never went on a crazy run to like let the game escape them. So
Yeah.
That's kind of what I see so far from the first two games.
Okay. For sure. Well, they actually did go like on a 10-0 run. The
Okay,
Knicks did when
might have missed
Miles
that.
Turner.
Might have missed that.
Yeah, when Miles Turner got hurt, like towards like I want to say like the first, either the first quarter or like a little bit going into the second quarter, where like Miles Turner went into the back. So like the Knicks did go on a like a 10-0 run during that series, but other than that, once like what you said, once Miles Turner came back, it kind of was just like it was kind of just like tit
It,
for tat
it was
basketball,
a pacer
and
game, man. It was a pacer game.
yeah, but the Pacers, once again, there's a reason why they're called the Pacers. They're going to set the tone of the game of how fast or slow they want you to play. If they know you like to play slow, they're speeding that shit up. If they know you're a fast team, they're going to slow that shit down. And the Knicks is known to be one of the slower paced teams of the NBA, so they slowed that shit down. And the Pacers said, "Fuck it, yo." You know what I'm saying? We throwing this ball full court. You know what I'm saying? We y'all make y'all play defense. I'm gonna make y'all trap me. I'm gonna make y'all. You know what I'm saying? Fight over these screens. And the Knicks kind of look like they kind of got tired toward the fourth quarter. And yeah, it's
It's looking pretty bad.
it's looking pretty bad. It's looking pretty bad for them. Going down 2-0 and now gotten to travel to Indiana and playing against that crowd,
Yep.
knowing that the Pacers are going to come out with the crazy ass pace that they could play with. It's not looking good. And also, you know what I'm saying? We know Tom Thibodeau, he will play his players, you know what I'm saying, 35, 40 minutes a game. So Carl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, OG Ananobi, they're going to play 35 to 40 minutes a game. That shit gets tiring after a while when the ball just fucking constantly going up court and you can't do shit about it.
Yep.
So
And would you say, Miko, they don't have anyone to really sub in to kind of really like how would you say, like replenish, like give them a couple of minutes to like take a breather?
they don't. Besides, besides Deuce McBride coming in for you know what I'm saying, Josh Hart or Jalen Brunson, or besides Mitchell Robinson coming in for OG Ananobi or Carl Anthony Towns, there's nobody else on that bench that I don't even know any other names on that bench, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, and if
So
Miko doesn't know, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely don't know. So if we had our ESPN insider, we probably would, or our
yeah,
NBA
shout out to
insider.
LeBron. Fucking wasn't here.
Yeah, I'm not joining your Clash of Clans clan anymore, by the way, buddy.
He's playing Clash of Clans.
Yeah, and Black Ops 6 or whatever. But there's more important things to do, like this kind of video here, Miko. But all right, just to close it out here, Miko. What do you think? Where do you think the team, how this is gonna end? Obviously, I think we could agree upon the Thunder would probably make it out of the West to the NBA
I
Finals.
believe, yes, I believe the Thunder will make it out of the West. I think that's going to be a 4-2 series. And I think the Pacers will win 3-1. And
Damn.
then for the championship, it's going to be Thunders versus Pacers. Whew, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
I think the Thunder will win 4-3. I think that's going to be a really good series.
Yep. They match up
Even though it's two
pretty
small
crazy.
ass towns that, like, yeah. For the NBA, it's not going to be good because two small ass town teams is going against each other. And like so viewership is not going to be probably as good as maybe the NBA would want it to be. But if you guys love basketball, the Thunder versus the Pacers in fucking a
It's a
game
perfect
seven
matchup.
series
Perfect
is
matchup.
is beautiful right there. That's magical.
Okay. Well, we agree, Miko. I think it all depends once again on Game 3, but I don't think the Knicks are gonna win Game 3 at all. I don't. I don't. I'm kind of tempted to say they're gonna get swept. Also, they're on the Pacers are on such a high horse after everything that's been going on between these two games that like, bro, like I don't know how the Knicks can even be thinking properly right now. They're probably hopping on the plane saying, "Fuck, we're done." There's no way. We just lost back-to-back games. First one was crazy. in Madison Square Garden, bro. Like, I don't know how you can come back from it. So, before we let everybody go though, here, I am gonna pull up the score sheet that we have so far here. Let me just change this here. Hold on, Miko. Let me just move
Mhm.
some things around here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes we gotta do things on the fly, and it is what it is, really. Don't care what you guys say. Let's see. Go. All right, Miko. Can you still see? Yeah, you can. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I can see it.
All right, cool. Let me put this back how it was. All right, so obviously our brackets were completely wrong for certain things, but we're just not going to go through each one of them. But just kind of catch you guys up on a little bit on everything. Can I make that full size or here we go? Oh, didn't. Nope, nope, don't want to do that.
That's good here.
This is what we have so far, ladies and gentlemen. Me and Miko are tied at 12 points. Unfortunate for our NBA insider, he decided to go with both LA teams, which was a catastrophe for him. Sorry, Levon.
Mm-mm.
Um, but that's really what did him in. Um, but yeah, who knows? I don't. He might. We might miss on our picks for players, for the stats, and he might hit on them, and he could possibly make a comeback. But these are the current standings right now of where we're at. So yeah, anything surprise you on this, Miko? Anything surprise you?
Anything surprised me? Yeah. So one thing that did surprise me was
You want me to zoom in here? I can zoom in.
no. You good? You good? I got it. So one thing that did surprise me was I felt like it was the Cavs Heat series.
Okay, which you got
I
points for,
felt like
just not the
I
series
got the
outcome.
no. I got the I got the Cavs thing, but yeah, I think I had Heat going. What did I say? Like 4-2 or some shit.
Yep.
And so, yeah, the fact that they didn't get like any games out of it, like they came game one, I saw the score of that. I was like, yeah, this is a big talent discrepancy between the Cavs and the Heat. So, like, I didn't expect none after that first game. But yeah, the fact that the Heat didn't get not one or I think I had two, so not two games out of it. I was kind of bummed out about that, but most of the other
Gotcha.
stuff
Good
I
point.
was kind of okay with.
You had one game, Miko. That they were gonna win one game, so they just needed to win one for you.
One
Eh,
game?
That's it.
The
Yep.
Heat could win one game?
Yep. Which, by the way, Miko, you had the most series outcome predictions out of both me and Levon. Levon had one, and I had one. So you had two in total. So um, that was a really good pick on you. I think it was the Celtics versus Magic and the Nuggets versus Clippers. But yeah, yeah,
Mm,
this is kind of where we're at right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys don't
mm.
remember, we are there is a gift prize for at the end of it all. $200
You never
whatever.
said what shoes you wanted, bro.
Oh, I
What
just want
fucking shoes you want?
I want some golf J's, bro. They're
Some golfing J's,
yeah,
bro?
they're 140, bro. So it's right within the limit. I just got to get
Which
them off
one?
Dick's. Let me see. I'll pull them up here. Hold on.
Yeah, bro. Let the people know which punk ass shoes you want.
Yeah, we'll show Mr. Miko Higgs's shit right here too for
And
us.
also, what is your pick for the
Ah,
semifinals?
yes, yes. I
That
was going to do let's see, hold on. Let me pull up what you guys chose so I don't pick the same
yeah,
thing. Let's see. So you guys had all right, Miko, what you had what? What did you have?
I don't remember. I can let me see.
Oh, you
Hold
have
on.
wait, hold on. You for the West, you have Chet Holmgren rebounds and you have Jalen
Okay.
Brunson points. So here, hold
Okay.
on.
Sounds all right.
Before we let everybody go here. All right.
I did.
Miko has let's change this here so everyone can see that we're changing it. Jalen Brunson
Jalen Brunson.
for points, which you're more than likely going to get that. So that's already a point that I might lose. Oh, Miko's right there already. And then Yeah, Chet Holmgren. So Chet. Oh, it's spelled Holmgren. For rebounds, that's a good pick. Rebounds. For the West. All right. And then Levon picked Rudy for Rudy Gobert.
He picked Rudy Gobert.
Go. How do you spell go? I'm just put Rudy for
Gobert.
for rebounds. Levon. And then he had Halliburton for assists, but we already did that. So he said, "Give me Halliburton for 3 points for 3 pointers."
Yes, he did. You're
So
right.
most Vaughn, and then let's switch mine up. So what's the first series we got here? What was it again? It was
You got the Thunder versus the Minnesota Timberwolves.
and I already did SGA points, so I can't do that. Or did I do SGA points?
You can't do it because, well, I don't know.
I
Never
thought I
mind.
thought if we had already chosen that in a previous series
Yeah,
ourselves,
I
we
don't.
couldn't choose it.
I honestly don't
Oh
know
wait,
if
hold
you
on,
could
hold
have.
on. I think I did, bro. Hold on. Never mind. No, I didn't. I had Giannis for points, and then I had Jokic for rebounds. So I never used SGA as points.
Okay.
Did I
All
could have
right.
sworn someone did? Oh, you had him for points.
No, I had him for points, yeah, but that was last series.
Yeah, but I don't know if he might get the most points. I don't know.
That's what you want to roll with?
Yeah, I'll go SGA points, man.
Go
Those
Anthony Edwards, bro. He's
absolutely
better.
not. I do like me some Ant Man. Now for the Knicks versus the Pacers. Give me Miles Turner rebounds, which I don't know if he's actually winning that. So it's a little bit of a fuck up on me because I was so late to the party. My bad, G. I was busy with homework. But it's because
All
every
good.
time I'm not gonna lie, every time I would come home, I'd be like, "Yeah, bro, I got you. I'm gonna write it up. I'm gonna get everything updated," and I'd be stuck doing fucking homework, bro. I'd be like, "Fuck." All right,
All
here you go, Miko. So, all right, so that's what we got, ladies and gentlemen. These are the ones before the finals. We'll switch them up before the finals, but obviously, Mr. Levon is down about 4 points, so he does need all his to hit to try to make a comeback. But if ours hit, it might be next to impossible for him to come back. But let me before we get out of here, let's go to Dick's Sporting Goods so Miko can see these J's right
yeah,
here. Hold on.
bro. Let's see these. Let's see these punk ass golfing J's that you feel like you need.
Boom. Hold on,
You
Miko.
got a whole fucking
Can you
Naka
see the
outfit
screen
with it.
still, Miko, or is it not
Yeah, I can
sharing?
see it. Yeah, I can see it.
It's okay. Cool. Let me see. Hold on. Let me show
Get the
the.
black one, yo.
Nah, hold on, Miko. I got.
The
Let me.
black
That way, the people.
Jordan men's nines.
The people have to see it as well here.
The nines is killing, bro. Get the Air Force nines.
Go Google Chrome here.
Oh yeah, shout out to Michelle, yo, that's been watching our videos, yo. We got to do we should do a tier list of like car companies. I feel like we should do that.
Tier list of car companies.
Yeah.
I think she meant something else, but oh, sorry, Miko. 150. My bad. But I want some of the Jordan ones. Let's see. Do they have any other ones? 145. Those are hot. Those are fly.
The one lows? You want some
Yeah,
lows? That's
those
what you
shits are
doing?
hot as fuck, bro. I'm definitely not
I
getting
get
those joints.
the
Those shits.
14s is dope.
Those are ugly. Don't even start, cause we'll argue right now. Stop. Don't you lie
Those
to
are
the American
dope,
people.
bro. What the fuck are you talking
These are
about?
horrendous, by the way. The
Yes,
cutoff
those are
right
not.
here. Those are
Don't do
horrendous.
that. I would never buy that for you.
We got a little gray joint right here. 150. The gloves are hot. Look at that. Nice little golfing glove.
All right,
Or
for
maybe
sure.
I could
We
do
could
the
do
all
that.
white. Maybe all the all whites, the all blacks. Actually, I can't do
I'm
those.
not,
Pena has those.
yeah, well, I'm not giving you the all white. Those shits get dirtied up so quick. You're on the
Fire.
golf course.
These are fire.
They would get dirty so quick. You're on the golf course.
Or even, bro, look, 190 barely the gold joints.
Those are, bro. You got to get some black shoes because they don't dirty up as
Nah, but
fast.
but the homie already has those, bro. I can't grab the same ones the homie has already, bro.
Okay, you got to get like a dark color shoe, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna
All
get
them shits right there, you're gonna be cleaning. every time you go golfing,
That's cool though.
unless you
Nah,
just
I get
like
these.
wear
What
a
about
big
these? What about
helmet and
these?
throw 'em away.
Oh, they don't got my size. Fuck. I'm gonna have to find them somewhere.
Shit's is ugly, bro.
They're golf shoes, bro. Who gives a fuck? All right. Well,
Those
what's your
are not
thing?
golf shoes.
Starter jacket. Starter jacket.
Detroit. I already said in the first episode, bro. Detroit Pistons starter jacket.
Detroit
One of the
Piss.
homies back in the day, you know what I'm saying? He used to have a Detroit Pistons starter jacket. I thought that shit was hot.
This one?
I want. It doesn't matter, bro. Whatever you guys feel like I should get.
I'll get this one. This
That
one's
shit
ninety
looks hard right
dollars.
there. That shit looks hard as hell.
Hold
Just
on.
make sure it's a
Oh,
large.
it's a
That's
youth.
all I
This is
need.
a youth only. Oh, it's actually at the team shop. The
Yeah.
hell?
But yeah, that shit looks hard.
Yeah, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're kind of finishing up here. Um, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We got a lot of big things coming up for you guys. Like we mentioned before, got a lot of trips planned out. Um, obviously, we mentioned the Kendrick Lamar concert. We got a banger video thought up for that. No, we're not gonna say anything more than that. Um, we also, what the fuck? Why is this guy standing like that? That's fucking weird. I don't know if you can see the guy on the screen, but
He is standing kind of
yeah.
weird. That's
And then
wild.
obviously we just brought up that we have a Arizona trip planned out. Should be a pretty decent podcast if we get time to film something on there. But
Do
yeah,
we
we got.
interview the homies?
Yeah, I don't know. We're
Mhm.
we're gonna figure it out, bro, because that's gonna be a lot of
Yo,
work.
we interview the homies, yo. That'll be hilarious.
So what's the type of girl you're into, huh, buddy?
We
Uh,
got just a side note, you know what I'm saying? Me and Jose, you know what I'm saying, the homies that we work with, they some weird motherfuckers.
yeah,
So
on God.
they definitely have an interesting life that I think be funny for you guys to actually hear and know what I'm saying, engage with. So yeah.
But yeah, we got a lot of stuff planned out for you guys. Obviously, we started the series, um, state versus state rap battles. The next episode's in the works, so look
Hmm.
forward to that, everybody. But I think that's gonna do it from us here at We Argue Times Two podcast. You got any closing statements, Miko?
Nah, I don't, man. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I hear these motherfuckers at work, yo. Well, let's talk about that shit for real
Yeah,
quick.
actually, you know
These
what? I do got a
motherfuckers
bone
at
to pick
work.
with that.
These motherfuckers at work be like, yo, I listen to the podcast, blah blah blah. I feel like you should do this, and that. We still only got 9 subscribers, yo. We got 9 subscribers for the past 2 fucking weeks, yo. So all y'all motherfuckers listening to this goddamn podcast and not subscribing, y'all some hoe ass motherfuckers for
It's
that. So
free. It's free.
like and
You're not
subscribe,
paying
yo.
nothing.
Like I said, it's free. You ain't paying for shit. You know what I'm saying? Help us out, yo. We broke. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We still
Hey,
working at this
Miko, we
goddamn
help them
job.
out there.
We
They should help
broke.
us, right? We help them out at work. They should help us.
Exactly. Exactly. That's all
You
I ask
scratch my
for.
back, I scratch yours. Hey, and guess what?
That's all
We're
I ask for.
paying you guys, and you don't got to pay us anything to subscribe. Nothing at all. So we'll leave you guys with that. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the NBA info video. We'll try to get our NBA insider into the next one. But that'll do it from us here. Peace.
Peace.